what's up guys? How you doing? It's me, JW, coming to you from my home here in Cairns, Australia. Want to say good night or good morning or good afternoon to all of you out there watching this, wherever you are in the world. I also want to say thank you so much for watching this podcast, because this is actually my first ever public podcast. So thank you so much for your interest and your support. Basically, I'm doing this because I just recently announced on my social media sites, Facebook and Twitter, that I would be taking some questions and answering them from fans who want to get to know me a bit better, possibly, or whatever the reason. So basically, over the last 24 to 48 hours, we've gotten some questions on my Facebook and Twitter, and basically what I'm going to do now is answer all of your questions. So hope I do a good job. I'll do my best anyway. Okay, so the first question I want to answer is actually probably the toughest question that I got, and it was from Jeffrey. And Jeffrey basically asked me, what is it like to be a superstar? And that's a tough one. But well, basically, I don't really see myself as a superstar. I'm not a superstar. I'm very lucky because in the last few years my music has really taken off, and I'm getting a lot of recognition now, and that's, you know, something that's been terrific, and definitely something that I really appreciate, especially from the fans and the support, and from media as well. So it's been something that's been increasing all the time over the last few years and getting better and better, which is great. And I've been loving it, and you know, just really appreciative of everything that's been happening with my music in the last couple of years. So, but Jeffrey, I'm not a superstar yet. Maybe one day. Probably not. All right. And the second question, guys, is from Jean Marie. And Jean Marie was asking me, what nationality are you? And I love your music, by the way, and I've only just heard of you. Awesome work. Thank you so much, Jean Marie, for your question, and thank you for liking my music. Appreciate it. Basically, I'm Australian PNG. I'm of an Australian background, and I was born in Papua New Guinea, and grew up for a lot of my life in Papua New Guinea. For those of you who don't know where that is, Papua New Guinea is a country in the Melanesian South Pacific. It's basically just to the north of Australia, and just to the east of Indonesia and west of the Solomon Islands. So it's basically right in the far western side of the South Pacific, and it's an absolutely magnificent country in Melanesia. For those of you who don't know, because I know a lot of people out there don't know where PNG is. We say PNG in Papua New Guinea for short because it's such a long name, Papua New Guinea, so we say PNG for short. So I hope that clears it up for some of you guys out there who don't know what I'm talking about when I say PNG. All right. The third question was actually a question that I got from a lot of people, basically asking the same question, which was, when is my next album coming out? And that's basically from Seal, from Tezzy, from Jenny, Sheila, Fifi. Quite a lot of people ask me this question, and basically, for those of you who have known me since I started producing music, which was a number of years ago now, I'm one of those artists who really likes to take a good long break in between my albums for a number of reasons. Firstly, to have a break, also, but also to sort of take my time with the writing of the new songs for the next album, and also then when the recording kicks in and the production, all that, I really I'm kind of a perfectionist, you know. I really want to take the time to make sure that every album gets better and better, and the you know, the production and the quality is there. So it's kind of a meticulous thing where it really does take a lot of effort and a lot of time. So, but I have started to work on some stuff for my new album. Not a lot, but I'm starting now. And you probably won't see another album from me until at the very earliest later this year, or possibly early next year, somewhere around then. So I don't really know for sure, but that's what I'm hoping for anyway. But anyway, it's gonna be released eventually, and I'm gonna do my best to make sure that my next album is at least as good as all the music that you guys know from me so far. But also, one thing that I can say is that in the meantime, before my next album comes out, what you guys can expect is I will be doing a number of collaboration songs, just singles, not part of an album or anything, but just individual songs that are collaborations that I'm working on with a number of different people at the moment. Other artists like AK-47 in PNG. There's this other awesome singer and producer called JJ Fresh from Vanuatu. I'm working on a song with him, working on a song with AK-47. There's a couple of guys in the Solomon Islands who have approached me about doing songs. And anyone who knows music from Melanesia knows that in the last few years the Solomon Islands music has been some of the best that we've ever heard in the Pacific. So I'm really excited about that. So hopefully some songs, some collaborations with some Solomon artists in the next little while. And also there's a PNG guy in Europe. He goes on the label of Nauru Music, and he's really got some fantastic music, very different stuff. He's very versatile. Some house, some R&B, some this sort of stuff, and he's making waves over there in Europe, in Holland, I believe, but I'm not Holland or Portugal or somewhere. I don't really know for sure, somewhere over there. But anyway, it's good to see another PNG artist making waves in Europe, another part of the world, which is terrific. So I'll probably be doing a song with him at some stage. And also, let me think, I know there is some other collaborations. There's a few in the works anyway, so yeah, in the next few months you'll probably start to see some of those collaborations come out. Okay. Also got a question from Joanne about, she asked me where do I do my recordings, and that's a good question. Basically, my albums are sort of, I guess I could say it again, it's collaborative efforts, not only in the writing but also in the recording. And what I'm doing nowadays, especially on my last album, is that I record all of my vocals here in my own home in Cairns, and then I send my vocals away to Mangrove Productions in New Caledonia, who has been my label since I first started in music, and they basically produce the songs, mix the songs, master the songs, all these things. So and it's not just I record and then send it. It's actually kind of a back and forth process where I start to write a song, I record a little bit, send it to them. You know, they do some production work. They start to do the arrangements, start to kind of we together start to figure out the format of the song. These kind of things, they sort of go in steps. So and basically it just goes back and forth over the internet. I record my vocals here, I write the songs here, they send it back to me with some changes to the music, this sort of thing. So it's kind of a building process, and it goes in a number of steps always. So that's how it's always been with most of my songs. So that's basically what happens. So basically I record my vocals here, and then the music and mixing and production gets done mostly at Mangrove Studios in New Caledonia. Okay, next question was from Sheila, who was asking me about, she said, where can I get your albums in lei? And she's not able to find my albums in lei. So Sheila, I know that if you're looking for my older albums like Much Love and JW, I know you can probably find them at CHM Superstore which is in 2nd Street in Leh, my hometown. Yes, motorway. And for my latest album, I believe that it was distributed in PNG by SVS Stores. So I'm pretty sure they have one in Leh, SVS Stores. So go have a look there. If not, maybe Papindo. And then for my previous albums, go check out CHM Superstore in Leh. Alright. Okay. And moving on to the next question, I got the same question as well from a number of people who were asking me when I'm going to be performing in a number of different places. The first one was from Jill in Oahu, which is in Hawaii, for those of you who don't know. I'm not sure, Jill. I'd love to go to Hawaii. I mean, I've been dying to go to Hawaii for a long time now. I went there when I was a kid, but I've never actually performed there. So basically, if I get the chance to go there and perform, I'll jump at the chance for sure. So we'll see. I'm hoping that in the next little while, because I'm working on a few things and things are starting to come together and expand, and things are looking really good. So and also in Hawaii, I'm starting to get a bit of progress there. So Jill, hopefully, I don't know, in the next little while, maybe in the next half year to a year, I'll be able to come to Hawaii and perform, hopefully. Okay, and then there was also Jenny and Catherine and Kira who were asking when will be the next time that I'll be performing in Brisbane. Brisbane should be sweet because that's a lot closer to me here in Cairns in Australia. I do go to Brisbane quite often, usually several times a year for performances. So it's looking like I could be in Brisbane in the next month or 2 months for a performance again. I was there just recently, I think in March, at Casablanca in Paddington, I believe, for a performance, and there's a very good chance that I'll be there again soon. So stay tuned. I'll let you know somehow on Facebook or something. But yeah, I might be seeing you guys very, very soon. So let's we'll keep our fingers crossed anyway. All right, and then also hold on, guys. Just let me check my questions. Then there was also Matt, who was asking me when I'm gonna be performing in the UK. And Matt, I don't know, man. I mean, I've never ever been to the UK in my life, even though I would love to. I've never actually been to Europe at all. So I spend most of my time in the Pacific, and I've been to Asia a lot and North America a lot, but I've never been to Europe. And I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get there, but hopefully at some stage, you know, I'd love to go there for sure. So I don't know. Support JW Music if you ever get a chance over there, and maybe, I don't know, something will come up, hopefully. Yeah. Okay. And then Fifi and Macy were asking me when I'm gonna be back up in PNG again to perform. Okay, guys. Probably sometime this year. I think PNG. You know, I usually go there several times a year for performances. Last year I went there, I don't know, probably 6, 7, 8 times for performances, which was unbelievable because it's my home country and I love it. I always love going back to perform. So PNG, I was just there in February. I did a performance in up in Tababil, and I passed through Moresby as well, which was fantastic. That was my first time in Tababil, which was great. The next time, I'm not sure. I don't have any definite plans or dates yet for any new performances in PNG, but I suspect that it's going to be pretty soon, probably in the next few months before the end of the year. I'll be back in PNG, so that'll be great, and hopefully we'll see you guys there as well. Alrighty. Okay. I got a very, very, very funny question from a mate of mine, actually, Chris. Who's a friend of mine. He lives here in Cairns, and he asked me. He's having a go at me, basically, guys. So check this out. He asked me, "Is it true that when you're not playing gigs, you're actually Batman, and you're saving the world from evil?" So Chris is a bit of a funny dude, and basically the answer is yes. I am Batman. Chris, you know that. Thank you for giving away my secret identity. Thanks, champ. Not. I'm actually wearing my Batman tights right now. very very tight tights, and I've got my superhero what do you call them, underwear briefs right now on over my tights. It's all very tight and snug and compact. Um, you know, they're there, but you guys can't see them obviously because I'm sitting here at the table, thankfully, so you guys can't see them. So Chris, also I wanted to let everyone know that Chris's secret identity is Robin from Batman as well. So Chris, get back to the Batcave. I'm gonna get these tights off pretty soon, but I'm not gonna show you guys. And Chris, thanks, buddy, for paying me up. I appreciate it. All right. So and then my last comment on my Facebook fan page today was from Colby, who's actually a friend of mine who I knew when I was in primary school back in Texas. I lived in Texas when I was a kid, many years ago. And Colby was actually a friend of mine. Then we went to the same school together. Can you believe it? Like 20 something years ago. All right. And Colby basically said, Justin, you have a powerful voice in many ways. Remember to be the voice for those who can't be heard. You have a heart of gold that can do so much good. Never let it turn cold. You have a talent you need to share with the world. Never stop making music. Much love. So Colby, thank you so much for that. That was very beautiful, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate your support, and also to all of you guys out there who posted questions today. That was great. Thank you so much for doing that, and thank you for your interest, and always thank you so much for your support, for supporting me and supporting my music, and continuing to do so and showing interest in stuff. So it's something that I never take for granted, and I always appreciate. So thank you so much, and stay tuned, guys, because I'll probably come up with another podcast taking some more questions at some stage in the near future. So stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching this tonight or afternoon, wherever you guys are. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Much love from JW. See ya.